And welcome to our Girl Scout to and through Savannah, Georgia. Are you ready for this fantastic virtual journey? I know I sure am. My name is Avocado, and I am a Girl Scout volunteer in training, a counselor in training, and a program aide. I'm here with my 7 senior Girl Scout sisters from my troop, and we were all so thrilled that you chose to spend your Saturday with us. Who loves travel? I know I sure do. I love traveling locally and to faraway places. Over the next couple of hours, we are going to have an amazing time exploring all things Savannah, Georgia, while earning our travel badges. This Girl Scout tour to and through Savannah is all about spending time with our Girl Scout sisters from all over the country while we explore fun, friendship, and all things travel related while completing steps towards the travel badge. The travel badge is a retired troop's own badge, which means that it continues to be produced by Ray's Creations. By the end of this tour, we will all have earned the special badge. Yay! By the end of this tour, you will also be ready to pack your bags for your next big adventure and understand all about travel. I'll wish y'all bon voyage and hand you off to my close friend, Candyland.
Thank you, Avocado. Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Candyland. I'm a Girl Scout volunteer in training, counselor in training, and program aide. And I am so excited that you chose to join us today for the Girl Scout tour to and through Savannah. We are sure to have a great time. In true Girl Scout tradition and fashion, we are going to recite the Girl Scout Promise and Law. Let's do it together. Please raise your right hand and your middle 3 fingers with me. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do. And to respect myself and others, respect authorities, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. That was great. Thank you for joining me. Before I pass you off to my Girl Scout sister, please ask your safe adult to help you turn on your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can do that now. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it is time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Papaya.
Thank you, Candyland. Hello, my fellow travelers. My name is Papaya. I'm a Girl Scout PA, which is short from Program Aide, and I have the great honor of leading you through the Pledge of Allegiance. Please see the flag on the screen, put your right hand over your heart, and join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That was great. Thank you for joining me. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Pineapple.
Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Pineapple. I'm also a Girl Scout program aide, and it is my responsibility to share with you the event rules. Most of the rules are found in the Girl Scout Promise and Law we just recited. Please respect yourself and others during this session, and everyone should have a great time while learning a lot and earning your travel badge. Rule 1 is to have an adult with you the entire time. You should not be participating in this event without a safe adult nearby. Rule 2 is to use the Zoom chat feature if you have any questions. If you have a question, you may send a direct message to our Girl Scout leader named Admin. Rule 3 is to put your Zoom on speaker mode. This will allow you to better see the instruction during the event. You should do that now. Rule 4 is to get to know your reaction buttons. We will ask you for a thumbs up during several parts of the session. Using your reaction button, show me your thumbs up. Also, we will ask you to use your raised hand function if you need us to slow down. Using your reaction buttons, show me your raised hand. Rule 5 is to change your Zoom name to your camp name or your favorite candy plus your state. For example, my name is Pineapple California. I could also be Skittles California since Skittles are my favorite candy. This is to protect your privacy. You can go ahead and do that now. Rule 6 is to let your family and anyone in your house know when you have your Zoom video on. This event will be recorded and we will be taking pictures and screenshots as indicated in the invitation. If you do not want your picture shared, please turn off your Zoom video camera. Rule 7 is you may leave to use the restroom if you need to. You do not need to ask. Rule 8 is if you don't know what materials we are using, look in the Zoom chat or look for information via screen sharing. Rule 9 is to learn a lot and have fun. Thank you for listening. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Coconut.
Thank you, Pineapple. Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Coconut, or Coconut California, since we all changed our Zoom chat names to protect our privacy. I'm also a Girl Scout program aide. As Avocado mentioned, during this Girl Scout tour to and through Savannah, Georgia, we will earn our travel badge while exploring Savannah, Georgia, the birthplace of the founder of Girl Scouts in the United States, Juliette Gordon Low. This troop's own badge has requirements similar to badges offered by Girl Scouts USA. Once you earn it, you can put it right on your vest. I think it's really cute, and I hope you do too. As you can see, there are different badges for daisies, brownies, juniors, and older girls too. I can't wait to put this on my vest. Let's explore some of the things that we are going to do today to earn our badge. Number 1, learn about travel. What is it and how people do it? Number 2, travel different ways to do it. Number 3, maps and directions. Number 4, speed of travel. Number 5, about Savannah, Georgia, the birthplace of the founder of Girl Scouts in the US. Number 6, what to see in Savannah when you visit. Number 7, what we like best in Savannah, and so much more. We sure have a lot to do. I'm excited. Are you? Give me a thumbs up if you're excited to be here. Wonderful. That's a lot of excited travelers. As we make our way through the event today, feel free to color your Oh, the Places We've Been coloring page. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Temmie.
Thank you, Coconut. Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Temmie, and I am a Girl Scout program aide. My Girl Scout sisters and I got back from Savannah, Georgia this past summer, and we had a fantastic time. We loved so much about the city, the culture, the agriculture, and food. We have so much to explore and share with you over the next couple of hours. As we have mentioned a few times, we are senior Girl Scouts. It's taken us a long time to be able to travel all across the country as a troop. Here is the Girl Scout travel progression chart. When we were daisies, we would go on little adventures like pumpkin patch. That is the first step towards travel in Girl Scouts, called a local field trip. Taking small trips with your troop to a location other than your normal meeting spot. When we were brownies, we went to a local butterfly garden to satisfy our bug garden requirements. That fell under the day trip category. Soon after, we started to do backyard sleepovers, and we even slept in aquariums. That was fun. Those activities fell into our overnight category. This is important because girls who want to travel need to be able to spend the night away from their trusted adults. Once we became juniors, we really wanted to start traveling. We went on an overnight bus trip to Disneyland. It was so much fun. We loaded on a bus after dinner and drove 10 hours to Disneyland overnight. We woke up the next morning and we were at Disneyland. We spent the entire day there, into the night really, and then we got back on the bus and came home by the next morning. That fell into our regional trip category. As we started as our cadets, we wanted more adventures. We decided to make the train to the snow and have a snow adventure weekend. We went ice skating outside and went tubing. That was one of our favorite trips. The following year, we went back to the same cabin and learned how to ski and snowboard. That was a great adventure. Those also fell under the regional trip category. Now, seasoned cadets, we were ready for some national travel. All of us thought hard and long about where we might want to go. We all did our own research and presented to our troop a travel idea within a budget that we thought we could afford. Papaya wanted to go to Miami, Candyland wanted to go to Utah, and so much more. There were lots of presentations to listen to. All the ideas were great. After the presentations were done, we got choose stickers, and those were meant to be voted for 2 places we wanted to go. There were paper on tables, each with a different destination, and we put the stickers on the destination we wanted to visit the most. Savannah, Georgia was the clear winner. Almost everyone wanted to go. Travel from California to Savannah is definitely classified as a national trip. This is where we started and where we ended up. That is a long trip. We had to sell a lot of cookies and fall products to afford this trip. We also helped our younger Girl Scout sisters in our region earn their badges by offering local badge events. I think the Girl Scout Way Halloween party was my favorite one that we hosted. These events helped us raise money to go to Savannah. Let's go back to the travel progression map. Next year, our troop is going to Europe. That is an international trip. We've really traveled up the travel progression chart over time. Hopefully, we'll also get to do some independent travel. Let's play a quick game. Send me in the chat box what you have done with your troop, which would classify as a local field trip. Remember, we went to the pumpkin patch? Where did you go? We went to a local forest and went for a hike. That's fun. From Strawberry. Send me in the chat box what you have done with your troop that would classify as a local field trip. Remember, send me in the chat box what you have done with your troop, which would classify as a day trip. Remember, we went to a butterfly garden to earn a badge. Where did you go? A lot of people are saying for their local field trip, they went to like an animal shelter. Ooh. A lot of people went. Ooh. This trip, camping. That seems a lot of fun. Send me in the chat box what you have done with your troop that would classify as an overnight trip. Remember, we went to an aquarium. Where did you go? Camping. Love camping. Camping's fun. There's another aquarium. Right at a zoo. Ooh. Fun. Send me in the chat box what you have done with your troop that would classify as a regional trip. Remember, we went to Disneyland. Where did you go? Seattle. Ooh. Some people haven't done any overnight, but that's okay. It's going to be very fun. These all sound very fun. Okay, send me in the chat box. Has anyone done any national travel? Where did you go? Someone went to Savannah. Fun. Some people went to Disneyland. People are planning to go to Savannah. Fun. Send me in the chat box. Has anyone gone to a international travel? Where did you go? somebody said South Korea. That must have been hard. Mexico. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I'm impressed with all of your exciting travel experiences. This is really fun. Now, for the last question, send me in the chat box. Does anyone currently have any travel planned with their troop? Where are you going? Somebody's going to Savannah. DC, fun. I'm really excited for all of you. And now it's time for me to say bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Sunset.
Thank you, Temmie. Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Sunset, and I am a Girl Scout program aide. What does travel mean? Travel means to go on a trip or journey, to go to a place, and sometimes one that is far away, to go through or over a place during a trip or journey. Also, it can mean to move from one place to another. Travel is something that is planned over time. Girl Scout travel has to be planned, approved, and funded for it to happen. Let's play a game. Send me in the chat box, what are different ways that people can travel? For example, my brother likes to travel on a skateboard. Ooh, by a bike, a plane, car, train, bus. This is all great feedback. What about this? Where do you go each day and how do you get there? Send me a message to let me know how you get to school each day. Car, bus, walking, car, scooter. A lot of people are saying cars. Let's make a car. Let's grab our materials. Go ahead and grab your 3 packs of double mint gum. They should be unopened and intact. Now let's go and open one of the packs. Get 4 pieces of gum. Open them up and roll them into wheels. Like this. So you're gonna do that for 4 pieces. I've now made 4 wheels. We're going to take the 4 and you're going to put them in a rectangle, and then you're going to put one of your packs of gum on top of them. See, like this. Now let's make a driver. Go ahead and stick one of the pieces of gum in your mouth and chew it up. If you can't chew gum, you can try to do this without chewing it. Okay, let's take our gum out and make a driver. So you're gonna make it into a little person, like it's clay or something.
Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What did E.T.'s mother say to him when he got home?
What?
Where on earth have you been?
Now let's put our driver in the driver's seat. While you are making your cars, I want to tell you more about how we decided on our trip and how we earned the money to get there. First of all, we all knew we wanted to travel. We decided that we would all work on an independent project at home and bring it back to our troop to share. This was our project. We had to find some place we could go for a week for $500 per person. This would include travel, lodging, food, and activities. So we all worked on this project at home, finding the cheapest airfare, cheapest hotels, free activities for us to do when we got there, and budgeted cheap food. We had a lot of cool ideas. One girl wanted to go on a road trip to Southern California and visit beaches. You already heard that Papaya wanted to go to Miami and Candyland wanted to go to Utah. I presented on the idea of going to Seattle. I thought it would be fun to do as a troop. Then Avocado presented on the idea of going to Savannah to visit the birthplace of Juliet Gordon Low. Once everyone was done presenting, we all got 2 stickers. Each girl used her stickers to vote, and Savannah got by far the most votes. Of course, when it came down to booking, we couldn't really find the 99 round trip airfare Avocado found on the budget website. That is when we started digging in and creating a true budget and itinerary. What was important for us to see and what did we not really care about? It was a fun process to refine the itinerary over time. So that it was just right. And when we got there, everyone knew what to expect and were really excited. One more thing you might be wondering, how did you raise all that money? Well, we worked really hard to do it. As Temmie mentioned, we sold a lot of cookies. We had many girls sell over 1,000 boxes. We sold a lot of fall products as well. After all that, we offered events for younger girls. These are our main ways of earning money. One event, my favorite, was our Wonders of Wizarding campout. We had 75 girls attend an overnight campout at the place where we host our meetings. We had wizard stations, sang traditional songs, had a dance party, made s'mores, and watched a movie, and so much more. It was a great time. How are your cars coming along? Let me see them. Great job, girls. Let's take a picture. It's time for me to wish you a bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Avocado.
Thank you, Sunset. Hello, fellow travelers. It is me again, Avocado. Now that we've explored all the ways one can travel, I'm going to share with you how our Girl Scout troop got from Windsor, California to Savannah, Georgia. First, we got up really early in the morning because we had an early flight. We woke up at 4 a.m. because we had to drive a car to the airport. This was our first mode of transportation that we used. We flew out of a small regional airport, the Santa Rosa Airport, so there was only one terminal and 2 gates. We boarded an airplane at 5:30 in the morning so that the captain could stay on time for the 6 a.m. departure. This was our second mode of transportation. We flew from Dallas, Texas, from Santa Rosa, and that flight was about 3 hours. Once we got to Texas, we had to get on a tram so that we could change terminals. The tram was our third mode of transportation. The tram was required as the airport was so big we couldn't walk from one terminal to the next. Do you know what it's called when you have to stop somewhere and change planes when you were traveling? Raise your hand if you do. Okay, I see a few. Okay. Yeah, it's called a layover. When you fly, you either have a direct flight, which means you don't have any stops, or you have a layover, which means that you stop midway or at any point and change planes to continue on your journey. So in Dallas, we changed terminals, went to a new gate, and got on our second plane of the day. This was our fourth mode of transportation for that day. Then we flew from Dallas to Savannah, Georgia. Once we landed in Savannah, we went to the baggage claim area. On the way from the gate to the baggage claim area, we rode on an escalator. That is our fifth mode of transportation. Once we had to wait for our luggage, we boarded a bus to get to our hotel. The bus was our sixth mode of transportation for the day. So all in all, we traveled by plane, car, tram, plane again, escalator, and then bus to get to our destination. Whew, it was a lot. Let me share with you the map of the Dallas airport. See all those little planes? That's where they park the planes so the planes can take off and fly. This next picture shows a better view of the planes and also the rail system where the train takes passengers from gate to gate and terminal to terminal. Many bigger cities also have trains or other forms of trams or rapid transit to get people from one region to the next in that given city. I actually thought it'd be hard with traveling with so many people at once, but it was easy. We all sat together on the flights, chatted, read, listened to music, and watched movies on the way. We even met new friends. My favorite part of traveling to Savannah with my Girl Scout sisters was buying and sharing snacks along the way. There was a very big candy store in the Dallas airport, and we all got a bunch of candy and shared it with each other on our flight to Savannah. What about this? What's your favorite travel snack? Like, what do you like to bring when you travel? It can be in a car, in a bus, anything. Send me a chat. What do you use for your travel snacks? Personally, I love like pretzels or Junior Mints. Those are so good. Oh, I see Goldfish, the winner, Pringles, candy, Cheetos, love Cheetos, gum, chips, crackers. Yeah, someone said cotton candy. That's a new one. Yogurt. Oh, wow. Okay. Gum. Okay. Yeah, let's see. And, oh, someone said Junior Mints. I agree. Yeah. Well, it actually looks like Oreos, Goldfish, and chips are the winner for that one. It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, yeah. So one of my favorite travel snacks is actually a recipe for a Girl Scout troop, which is a trail mix that you can make as a troop. And I'm going to share with you the recipe now. We have a promise and a law. On our honor, we try to do our best to be fair and square. And so in a big bag, you put up some Chex Mix. Then some of us are tall, some of us are small, but when we get together, size doesn't matter at all. And you put pretzels and marshmallows in a bag. Sometimes we are nutty. We love to joke and play. We'd love to put a Girl Scout smile into everyone's day. Then you put in the nuts. When we get together, we seem to make circles. We may sit in circles, play circle games, and make friendship circles. You could say that we're all very well-rounded. And then Cheerios. We are busy planning a project or doing a craft. We pop around until we're done. Popcorn. Girl Scouts respect all living things. The earth is our home, and we want to keep it safe for everyone. And then you put the animal crackers in. Girl Scouts are chips off the old block. Girl Scouting began in 1912, and since then, we've all been part of an old tradition, and we are proud to be part of the future. Then you put in banana chips. We get a kick of wearing our uniforms, learning new things, helping others, and being together with our friends. Then you put Kix. It's like a cereal. It's super good. Young Girl Scouts may be hard to resist because they're fresh, sweet, and no, but the older Girl Scouts may be more fun because she has more experience than you. And then you put in raisins because they're all wrinkly, like old people. And then Girl Scouts come in all colors from all races all around the world. Every Girl Scout is a sister, no matter where she is from, no matter what language she speaks, no matter the color of her skin. God loves variety, and Girl Scouts are the colors of the rainbow. And then you put the M&Ms in. And that is the recipe for our Girl Scout troop. I'd recommend it. It's really one of my favorites. It's delicious. I'm going to send you this recipe along with the video of me making it. I hope y'all can make this together before your next travel adventure. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Candyland. Candyland.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Avocado. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Candyland. One of the best parts of travel is trying and enjoying some regional food. Georgia is known for the delicious, juicy peaches, and today we are going to make a peach cobbler together, since that is one of their signature dishes in that region. First, with your staple dough, go ahead and check your oven. It should be set and warmed up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, since we turned it on earlier. Next, let's get our materials. Let's grab our ingredients. A stick of butter melted, 1.5 cups sugar divided, a cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 a cup of milk, a can 30 ounces of peaches in syrup, and you should have opened the can ahead of time. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/3 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 9x13 casserole pan plus a can opener.
Hey, Candyland, I have a joke for you.
Okay, what is it?
What travels around the world but only stays in one corner?
What?
A stamp.
Okay, I'm gonna read the ingredients again. 1 stick of butter melted, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 a cup of milk, 2 teaspoons, 1 can of sliced peaches in syrup opened ahead of time, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/3 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 9x13 casserole pan plus a can opener.
Okay, I have another joke.
Okay.
Since this one's actually kind of a hard riddle. Which U.S. state is round at the ends and high in the middle? And if you know the answer, you can send me a chat.
Okay, what is
Let's
it?
see who gets it. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, no one has gotten wrong. I've gotten like 15 chats already, and no one got it wrong. Yep. Oh, actually, just kidding. One of them got it wrong, but it was Ohio, because it's round at the ends and high in the middle.
Oh.
I have another joke. Where does a cow stay when it's on vacation?
Where?
A motel. Like motel.
Okay, give me a thumbs up once you have all your ingredients together. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Let's go ahead and melt the butter in the microwave. Okay, does anyone have a joke for me?
I obviously do. Why don't aliens visit our planet?
Why?
Ugh, it has terrible ratings. Only 1 star.
Oh,
Getting like the sun.
yeah.
Where do sharks go on holiday?
Where?
Finland.
That's funny.
Temmie, do you have a joke?
Of course I do. What's worse than raining cats and dogs on vacation?
What?
Hailing taxis.
Okay, give me a thumbs up once you have your butter melted. Okay, does anyone else have another joke?
I have a joke.
Okay, what is it?
Where do pepperonis like to go on vacation?
Where?
The Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Okay, so now you are going to take your cinnamon, nutmeg, and sugar, and you're going to put the cinnamon and the nutmeg into the sugar, and then you're going to mix it and put it aside. And then you're going to set it aside. Now you're going to mix in a bowl 1 cup of sugar, a cup of sugar, a cup of flour, and baking soda together. Okay, does someone have a joke for me?
I do. Someone just sent it to me in the chat. Why did the circle go to the park?
Why?
To walk around. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a joke. Where do cows go on vacation?
Where?
New York.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, give me a thumbs up once you have the flour, sugar, and baking powder mixed together. Okay, does someone else have a joke?
I have a joke for you.
What is
What happens when you wear a watch on a plane?
what?
Time flies.
Okay, now give me a thumbs up if you have the flour, sugar, and baking soda mixed together.
Here, I have another joke. How do fleas like to travel?
How?
Hitchhiking.
I have a good riddle.
What is it?
needs air but doesn't have lungs, but can grow but is not alive?
What?
It's fire. This joke is from Kayla.
Oh, that's funny.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9. Joke from Avery.
Okay, so here's what that mixture should look like if you have it done.
Candyland, someone just asked me to repeat the steps.
The ingredients.
Or like what you're doing right now.
Okay, so first we're gonna mix cinnamon, sugar, and nutmeg in a bowl and set it aside. It should look like this. And now we're going to put it aside. Then what I just did right now is I took in a bowl, mix flour, a cup of sugar, and baking powder together. And give me a thumbs up once you are done with that step. Okay, it looks like most of you are done. Okay, so now I am going to take, hold on. I am going to take 3/4 a cup of milk and pour it into the flour mixture. And you're going to mix that into a batter. Okay, does anyone have a joke for me?
I have a joke. Why did Mr. Krabs not invite SpongeBob to go on vacation?
Why?
Because he is absolutely shellfish.
That's funny.
Papaya, do you
I
have a
have a
joke?
joke.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
What are the two coolest letters?
What?
A and C.
Okay. Okay. So next we are going to take your 9x13 pan and your melted butter, and you are going to pour it into the bottom of your 9x13 pan. And you're going to make sure that the butter is all over the bottom of the pan. Can you guys see that? Okay, so now you're going to take this batter and you're going to pour it into the 9x13 pan with the butter in the bottom already. Should look like this. Okay. I'm ready for another joke.
Okay, I have one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
You're a poo.
No, I'm not. You are. Like Europe.
That's funny. Oh,
Hey, Candyland,
yeah.
why did the librarian get kicked off the plane?
Why?
Because the flight was overbooked.
Oh. Okay, so now you're going to take your already open can of peaches and you're going to spoon them over the top of your batter. And you can do this too, and you don't have to use the entire can if you don't want to. Okay, does someone have a joke for me?
I have a joke
How
for
do
you.
rabbits like to travel?
How?
By hairplane.
That's funny.
How much fun is it to do your laundry when traveling? Loads.
Did someone else have a joke?
Knock knock knock.
Who's there?
Buckingham.
Buckingham.
Buckingham Palace.
Okay, okay, so now you're going to take your cinnamon, sugar, and nutmeg mixture, and you're going to sprinkle it over the top. Hold on. And you're going to sprinkle it over the top of your cobbler like this. And you can put however much of the topping you want on it, but I do most of it because I like it like that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so it should look like this. Now make sure you have your safe adult nearby to help you with this part. Now you're going to put your cobbler into the oven. And you're going to set the timer for 40 minutes. Okay. You will want to check on it when the top crust is golden brown. It will be done and ready to eat. We will allow this to bake and enjoy it later. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it is time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Papaya.
Thank you, Candyland. Hello, my fellow travelers. It's me again, Papaya. I think I can smell that peach cobbler already. I'm so excited to taste it. While we are waiting for the cobbler to bake, I want to explore with you our trip to Savannah through the lens of transportation speed. In Savannah, we took over 1,000 pictures. So when we got home, we made a troop album. I'm excited to share with you our album from the trip to Savannah. The cover page is a picture taken at Laurel Grove Cemetery where Juliet Gordon Low was buried. So that's the cover picture of us, and then here we go. So in this first picture, you can see the first mode of transportation we took, which was an airplane, and most planes fly 460 to 575 miles per hour. This next picture is us just chilling at the airport and waiting for our next flight. Here's our second mode of transportation, which is a bus, and buses typically go 60 miles per hour. Here's us at our first night of Savannah, and then our third mode of transportation was a trolley, and trolleys usually go 30 miles per hour. Here's a picture of us with the trolley again, and then here is us at the Laurel Grove, and this is kind of the start to all of our walking, and most people walk 3 to 4 miles per hour. Here is us at the square, and then the Andrew Lowe House where we did even more walking. Here's us at the cathedral that we stopped by the walk, and it was really pretty. I'm glad we did. Here's us where we did more walking at the square. This is us at the etiquette dinner. Here's us at the candy kitchen where we did walking, but this time we got treats for doing our walking. Here's us at Bird's Cookies, and on this walk it started raining. Here's us at lunch and in front of Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthplace. Here's us again where we got a bunch of cute little pictures. And then here we are again with the trolleys, and trolleys once again go about 30 miles per hour. And then here's our fifth mode of transportation, and probably my favorite, which was the horse-drawn carriage, and it goes about 15 miles per hour. Here of us doing more walking. And then here's us on the paddle boat. And paddle boats, I'm not totally sure how fast they go, but this one went up and down the river. This is what we saw on the boat. And our kind of last picture. And then here's us at Square Pops, and There's a bike, and bikes go about 15 miles per hour, but this one didn't move. It was just for cute pictures. Here's us back on the bus, and we got some yummy fruits. And once again, a bus goes about 65 miles per hour. Some more cute photos we got to take at Tybee. And then here is another mode of transportation, which is a jet boat. And jet boats typically go 25 miles per hour. Here's us at Tybee again. And here's us when we walked on the beach and through the sand and water. Here's us feeding the alligators. And this was our last picture and the kind of end to all the walking. It was really fun. Okay, thank you for looking through that with me. And it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Coconut. Coconut.
Yeah, sorry, my internet cut out. Thank you, Papaya. I loved seeing our album. It brings back so many memories. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Coconut. Earlier today, Avocado shared with you all of the means of transportation required to travel from California to Savannah. Later, Sunset helped us review all of the ways to travel. Then Papaya reviewed our trip with the emphasis on speed related to the various modes of transportation we used during our travel. One of the things we haven't discussed is how much you will get to walk when you're in Savannah. Here's a map of historic downtown Savannah. We used our feet and legs to travel by foot to many of our destinations. In fact, we walked on average 12,000 steps per day. It didn't seem like a lot because we would walk and explore along the way. For example, a typical day would start with us waking up and having breakfast together. We would then walk to our first destination. For example, the Girl Scout First Headquarters. Then we would sit and rest and have a tour and explore. We'd then walk to lunch. Then we would walk to another destination. Then we would rest and explore at that location. We would then walk back to the hotel where we would change for dinner, then walk to dinner. It's a lot of walking, but with so many breaks in between, it really didn't seem like that much. The cool thing is that everything you want to see is within walking distance in the downtown historic district of Savannah. It's really special to walk around and through the beautiful squares en route to our various destinations. One thing we haven't mentioned yet is that it's hot and humid in Savannah. When we were there, it was 90 degrees each day with lots of humidity. Us Californians aren't used to that kind of humidity. Phew, all this talk of travel and touring Savannah is making me thirsty. In the South, when folks are thirsty, they drink sweet tea. Sweet tea is a popular style of iced tea commonly consumed in the Southeast. Georgia is a part of the Southeast. Sweet tea is most commonly made by adding sugar or simple syrup to black tea, either while the tea is brewing or still hot. Let's make some sweet tea. Let's grab our materials. You will need 1 tea bag, 1 cup of water in a mug, simple syrup, lemon to slice, mint to garnish, a knife, ice, a tall glass, and a spoon. Okay, first go ahead and unwrap your tea bag and put it in your mug. Fill your mug 3/4 of the way full with water. While everyone's doing that, does someone have a joke for me?
Of course I do. Oh wait, Papaya, you can go first.
Okay, sorry. How do you recognize a friendly ocean?
I don't know, how?
It waves.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, with the help of your safe adult, go ahead and put that in the microwave for 3 minutes. Okay, next I'm going to wash and slice my lemons into lemon wedges. So first wash your lemon, and then okay, so I'm gonna slice my lemon in half, and then I'm gonna take one of the halves, just like this, and cut it in half again. So now you have quarters of your lemon. And then I'm going to do that one more time. So now I have 2 of my lemon wedges. Okay, I have some questions in the chat box. Okay, so first, these are the steps. You're going to unwrap your tea bag and then put your tea bag in your mug. After you have the tea bag in your mug, you're going to fill your cup, your mug, about 3/4 of the way full with water. Once that's done, you're going to put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. That you're going to need help from your safe adult. Same with cutting the lemons. You want to cut your lemons into little wedges, just like this. Okay, so now we're going to wash our mint. As I'm washing my mint, does anyone have a joke for me?
I have a joke that Buttercup sent me. She said, "What do you call a silent dog?"
I don't know, what?
A hush puppy.
That's a good one.
I thought that was good because, you know, we ate hush puppies in Savannah and they were so good.
Yeah. Okay, so I got another question in the chat, and this one I'm not even sure of, so you might want to ask your safe adult. The question is, my tea bag has a staple. Is that safe for the microwave? I'm not sure. I would ask your safe adult. Okay, now once your mint is washed, I'm just going to take it off of the stems. So my mint is on a big stem, so I'm just going to take a few leaves and set them aside for once my tea is finished.
Hey, Coconut.
Yes.
I see a bunch of hands raised, which is the signal to slow down. So can you start from the beginning and tell them what they need to be doing with their tea bag and the microwave with their safe adult? Start from the beginning.
Yes, I can. Okay, so first you're going to get a mug. Hold on, let me grab mine. Okay, you're going to take your mug and put your tea bag inside of it, just like this. And then once you do that, you're going to fill it 3/4 of the way full with water. Give me a thumbs up when you've done that. Okay, I see a couple thumbs ups. I'm gonna wait another minute or so. While we wait for that, does anyone have a joke for me?
I have a flight. Why did the librarian get kicked off the flight?
I don't know, why?
Because the flight was overbooked.
That's a good one. Okay, there are a couple questions in the chat about the simple syrup. I'm gonna get to that in just a minute once everyone gets their tea out of the microwave. Okay, I'm gonna need a few more jokes while the tea is in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Okay, I have one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Oscar.
Oscar who?
Ask her if she wants to go on the trip with us.
That's a good one.
Hey, Coconut, I have one.
Okay.
Where do sheep go on vacation?
I don't know where.
The Bahamas.
That's a good one. Okay. While your tea is in the microwave, go ahead and cut your lemons into wedges. This you're gonna need to ask your safe adult for help for because you will be using a sharp knife. Give me a thumbs up when your tea is in the microwave. Okay, I don't see almost any thumbs ups. I have a couple of jokes in the chat. What do you call a laptop that can sing?
What?
Adele.
That's funny.
Okay, what is round and hostile?
What?
A vicious circle.
Papaya, do you have a joke?
Yes, okay. How much fun is it to do your laundry when traveling?
How much?
Loads.
Okay, I'm getting a couple of chats saying that their tea is done. Give me a thumbs up if your tea is out of the microwave. Be careful, it's going to be super hot. Okay, I'm getting a lot more thumbs up than last time. Okay, hold on. Okay, everyone in the chat box is letting me know that they're done. So after you finish and get your tea out of the microwave, you're going to take your simple syrup. This is mine. Simple syrup is just sugar and water, and it's a common way to sweeten tea. So I'm going to take my mug full of tea and pour in about 1 ounce because I like my sweet tea sweet. After that, give your tea a little stir with your spoon. While everyone does that, I'm going to fill my cup with ice. Hey, Candyland, do you have a joke for me?
Yes, I do. What's the favorite airline of a British stylist?
I don't know what.
British Airways.
Just like that one. Okay, so I have my glass filled with ice. Make sure that yours is too. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, I have a joke for everyone from Bagels, California. It starts with an M and ends with an X and has endless amounts of letters. What is it?
What? I don't know.
A mailbox.
Oh, I didn't even think of
That was a good one.
That was good.
Okay. So who has their simple syrup poured into their tea? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs ups. Be careful because your tea is going to be super hot. You're definitely going to need your safe adult for this part. Do you see the steam coming out of your tea? Because I do. That means it's super hot and you should be extra careful. I'm going to add a few slices of lemon over my ice because I like the lemon flavor in my tea. So my cup now looks like this. Okay, now with the help of your safe adult, go ahead and pour the tea over your glass of ice. Be careful, you'll hear your ice crackle. Once that's done, take your spoon and stir your sweet tea to make sure that the ice gets to all of it, to make sure it cools it down. Here's what mine looks like. Lastly, I'm going to garnish my sweet tea with another slice of lemon and some of this beautiful aromatic mint. Just like this. Give me a thumbs up when that's done. Okay, while everyone does this, does anyone have a joke for me? Okay, I'll read some of the ones I've gotten in the chat box.
Wait, I got one.
Okay.
Okay. Someone just sent me one. It's right here. Where does a pencil go on vacation?
I don't know, where?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you have your tea poured over your ice. Okay, I see a couple thumbs ups and I see some girls showing me their iced tea, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, ladies, now you can carefully take a sip. Be careful, it might be a little warm though, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% cool. Mine's definitely really good. Enjoy this. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Sunset.
Thank you, Coconut. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Sunset. Savannah is a beautiful and historic town. We all know Savannah as being the birthplace of the founder of Girl Scouts, and it is, and much more than that as well. Savannah is a coastal Georgia city, is separated from Southern Carolina, but the Savannah River. It's known for manicured parks, horse-drawn carriages, Annabelle architecture. Its historical district is filled with cobblestone squares and parks such as Forsyth Park, shaded by oak trees covered with Spanish moss. In Savannah, it is even more important to mind your manners and say please and thank you any chance you can possibly get. You will also hear people referring to adults as ma'am and sir a lot. Speaking of manners, while in Savannah, we attended an etiquette class all about proper manners while enjoying a meal. Let's look at this diagram. Here you will see that there is a proper place for your fork, spoon, how to face your knife, and so much more. Let's walk through it. First, notice that there are 3 forks. The outside fork is for your salad. It's called the salad fork. The inside fork is your dinner fork. The fork above your plate is the dessert fork. How crazy is that? 3 forks for dinner. You'll also notice that your bread plate is the left of your plate, and the drink cup is to the right. Let's learn a little trick. Go ahead and put your hands in front of you. Make a circle using your pointer finger and your thumb with both hands. You'll notice that your left hand looks like a B and your right hand looks like a D. B for bed and D for drink. That's the trick. So if you're ever at a restaurant and you don't know which water or bread plate is yours, do the hand trick and you'll remember right away. B for bread and D for drink. You'll also notice that there are two spoons. The spoon by your knife is a soup spoon, and the spoon above your dessert fork is a dessert spoon. We would eat cake with a fork. What kind of desserts would you eat with a spoon? Text me in the chat box and let me know what you think. Ooh, ice cream. Someone said sherbet. Sherbet's good too. Pudding. Pudding's pretty good. Peach cobbler. Mousse. Okay, also notice that the blade of the knife is faced forward towards the plate and not outwards towards your guest or others. It is considered very rude to have your blade facing outwards. If you like this placemat, you can find it on Amazon. At the end of our etiquette class, we had dessert. Speaking of dessert, how is your house smelling? I hope it smells like pure Georgia peach goodness. It's time for us to check on our peach cobbler. Why don't you take a quick moment and take a look at the cobbler in the oven with your safe adult. How's it looking? Not ready yet? That's okay. Remember, we are looking for it to become golden brown on the top. That is when we know it is done. Remember to listen for your timer and have your safe adult help you take it out when it's ready. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Temmie.
Hello. Thank you, Sunset. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Temmie. Who here knows about what swaps are? Swaps are special whatchamacallits affectionately pinned somewhere. Swaps are small tokens or keepsakes that girls and adults trade with other Girl Scouts that serve as a reminder or memory or of a special event. Well, I'm sure glad we brought swaps to Savannah because we swapped with girls from all over the country. How fun is that? Swaps are great because they are the perfect Girl Scout icebreaker. The minute you see fellow Girl Scouts in Savannah, you get your swaps out, walk over, introduce yourself, and let them know who you are. Of course, you ask them where they are from too. We met girls from Virginia, New Jersey, Florida, South Carolina, and so many more. Not everyone has swaps, but we shared ours with any Girl Scout we met. You know who else likes their swaps? Our tour guides, bus drivers, servers, and more. Everyone who found out that we were Girl Scouts wanted our swaps. How cool is that? Guess what we are going to do next? We are going to make our own swaps. Go ahead and get the printout that looks like this. It has trefoils all over it. Let's get our materials. Printout and colored pencils. You can use pen too if you prefer that. Next, we are going to color our swaps, but make sure it's something unique to you. For example, if I was avocado, I would draw an avocado on mine. You get the point. Now do your best because once you are done, you can have your safe adult scan this into a computer and save it for later. You can print them out, cut them out, add a safety pin, and voila. Instant swaps anytime you need them. So I will show you what I would do for my own swap. So I'll take off my background. And then I will flip my camera upside down so you guys can see easier on what I'm doing. So for this one, what I did, I made a pineapple because one of our troop members his name is Pineapple. And we're gonna draw something else. Well, I am. You guys will specialize it to you on what you would want. For example, let's say my favorite candy is M&M's. I would draw M&M's for one of my swaps. And I'll make one of the swaps, one of the trefoils into something for avocado. So I'm going to draw an avocado on mine. Does anybody have any jokes for me?
I have a joke. What do you get when you cross a plane with a magician? A flying sorcerer. A flying sorcerer.
So silly.
Hey, Temmie, I have a joke.
Oh yeah? What's on their joke?
Where do sharks go on vacation?
I don't know.
Finland.
Oh, that place sounds fun.
I have another one. What happens if you take the 5 o'clock train home?
I don't know.
You have to give it back.
I have a joke.
Yeah?
Which U.S. state is famous for its extra small soft drinks?
Oh.
Minnesota. It's Minnesota.
Oh, that is good.
I got one in the chat from Milky Way. She said, how can you tell that elephants love to travel? They always pack their own trunk.
That's so silly. You guys can color the background if you want for your swap. I'll just make like a little design, my background. And you can put from where you're from on your swap. So I'll say I'm from Rhode Island. Now, for this part, you guys don't have to cut this out, but I will demonstrate by cutting it out, and then I would use a hole punch to put the hole where I would want, which would be right here. And then I would pin it to my shirt. So let me grab my scissors. I'm going to just sit down for a second. I'm going to go grab my scissors. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I would then cut this out and put it in my shirt. But you guys would put it into your computer so you could save it for later. Anybody have any more jokes?
I have one. Why do witches stay in hotels?
I don't know.
She heard they always have great broom service.
Oh, that's funny. So this would be what my swap would be. And then I would hole punch it right here. And then I would just pin it to my shirt. So I'll flip myself back around. Yeah, I marked it up. And that was fun, wasn't it? Now, since we are together and we can't swap in person, but if you want to swap with me, I'll post my address here. And you could send me your swap. And if you put a return address on your letter, I'll send you a swap back. How does that sound? Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my best friend, Pineapple.
Thank you, Temmie. Hello, my fellow travelers. It's me again, Pineapple. We've learned a lot about travel and we've shared about our trip to Savannah. Now it's time for us to share with you our favorite parts of the trip. First of all, we loved traveling together. We also loved everything leading up to the travel. We loved all of the money earning we did together, planning and picking out what we were going to do before we got to Savannah. We all participated in the process. As you heard, we researched the options presented out to the troop and then voted on those options. Once we made our decisions, we decided on our group outfits and when we could have free dress, for example, at dinners each night. Here I am at 4:45 in the morning at the airport in California. I was so excited to meet all of my Girl Scout sisters at the airport. We had to get there at 4:45 so we could check in as a group at 5 a.m., exactly 1 hour before our flight left at 6 a.m. Once we were checked in, we went through security and went to our gate. There, we filled up our water bottles and used the restroom before we got on the plane. The gate supervisor announced that to everyone that Troop 11302 from Windsor, California was going to Savannah, Georgia. That was pretty cool. We also took the time to gate check some of our luggage so we didn't have to worry about it until we landed in Savannah. Remember, the gate checking is free. I loved our travel time. We chatted, read, listened to music together, and watched movies. It was really fun. Also, our leaders sat in the front of the plane, so it really felt like we were traveling alone. We had to be responsible for our own behavior and responsible for ourselves. Of course, we knew where to find them if we needed them, but we managed to get by without having to. They don't serve many snacks or drinks during flights now, so be sure to bring your own water bottle that you can fill up ahead of time. We also packed lunches, which was great on the way there. On the way home, we ate in the airport. Check out these cool custom troop sweatshirts we got to design and pick out. We landed in Savannah on time and a guy met us at baggage claim. Unfortunately, our luggage took about 1 hour to arrive on the carousel, so we made good use of our time and rested until our luggage arrived. Then, once our luggage arrived, we got to bus to the hotel in this cool bus. Notice these purple star shirts. These were cookie prizes from the year before. We saved them so we could save money when buying our daily matching shirts. Even though we had a long day of travel, we were energized and excited to start our travel once we landed. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Candyland.
Thank you, Pineapple. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Candyland. Before I share with you my favorite part of our trip to Savannah, it's time to take our cobbler out of the oven. Please ask your safe adult to help you remove your cobbler from the oven. And don't forget to use oven mitts or some other way to keep yourself safe. we will let it cool for a bit before we dig into it. My favorite part of our trip was the trolley tour offered by Old Savannah Tours. Our bus driver was Miss Robin, and she was really kind and funny. Along the way, we met up with another Girl Scout troop from New Jersey, and they joined us on our tour. Miss Robin took us on a tour all around Savannah. Her storytelling emphasized the history of Girl Scouts in the area. She also took us to Laurel Grove Cemetery, where the founder of Girl Scouts, Juliet Gordon Lowe, was buried with her family. It was a beautiful cemetery and had a complex mapping system that you would know where to go to find each grave. The trees had Spanish moss growing on them, a sign of clean air. It was very peaceful there. Miss Robin dropped us off in the square to have lunch. The folks from Leopold's Ice Cream brought us sandwiches. It was beautiful in the square, in the shade under the trees. It was nice to be protected from the sun because it was already starting to get hot. After lunch, we took a short walk about 1 block to Leopold's ice cream shop. I have to tell you, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Years, really. We had to wait for about 20 minutes, but it was worth it. The ice cream was really good, and all the employees were really nice. Speaking of a sweet treat, who's ready to dig into the peach cobbler? I know I am. Please ask your safe adult to help you serve yourself. Go ahead and cut a piece and put it on a plate. You can enjoy it while we chat. Yum, this is delicious. I hope you love this as much as I do. We'll be sure to send you the recipe. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it is time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Avocado.
Thank you, Candyland. All that talk about Leopold's is making me want to get some more ice cream. Hello, fellow travelers. It's me again, Avocado. I loved so many things about a trip to Savannah. I loved walking through the historic squares, the beautiful architecture, and of course, the food. On Monday, on the way to the Andrew Lowe House, we stopped in the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist. That was absolutely gorgeous. We also walked through many beautiful squares along the way. Juliet Gordon Lowe, also known as Daisy, married a man named William Lowe, son of Andrew Lowe. William Lowe inherited the Andrew Lowe House from his father, and eventually Juliet Lowe became the owner upon her husband's death. This is the house that she died in, and some people even think that it's haunted. After the Andrew Lowe House tour, we walked across the courtyard to what used to be the Andrew Lowe House garage. This is what Juliet Gordon Lowe, or Daisy, converted into the first Girl Scout headquarters. They don't let you take pictures inside the first headquarters, but I'll tell you that there are multiple examples of uniforms throughout the Girl Scout time. There's also a great gift store that we picked up many patches up for. Yeah. Okay, speaking of patches, make sure that you have enough room when you go anywhere. It can be Savannah or anywhere, as we literally picked up 20 patches per girl during our trip. We were lucky that we all had enough room on our vests. So check this out. We even got a few more pictures taken. My favorite patch is the Savannah Square Pops patch. You'll see it in a minute. It's the little pops going on the bottom. It's super cute. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you a bon voyage and hand you off to my good friend, Papaya.
Thank you, Avocado. Hello, my fellow travelers. It's me again, Papaya. I'm excited to share with you my favorite parts of our Savannah trip. Like my Girl Scout sisters, I liked everything, but I really enjoyed our more casual time together. One of my favorite nights was our time at the famous Savannah restaurant named 1790. It was where Miss Janice from Etiquette, a company which teaches girls about dining etiquette while having a meal. While enjoying a great meal, we learned about all the manners, dining etiquette, and so much more. Of course, we knew a lot of what Miss Janice was teaching us, but we all learned something new. Another favorite part of our trip was our time at the city market. The Savannah Candy Kitchen and Bert's Cookies are both there, and both are famous in Savannah. We got a full tour at Savannah Candy Kitchen in addition to getting lots of candy samples. We were all pretty excited about that. Savannah is famous for pralines candies. The Savannah Candy Kitchen is famous for making pralines. Here are some pictures of them making the pralines. They are delicious. It was also pretty fun watching them being made. As I mentioned, we also visited Bird's Cookies. They had free samples, and we all enjoyed their southern hospitality there as well. Also, you can see that Avocado took the opportunity to strike a pose while there. After lunch, we went to the birthplace of Juliet Gordon Low. It's a mansion and museum, and we were able to enjoy a full tour with a docent. It's hard to describe how beautiful and meaningful this tour is. So many items in the museum were handmade or crafted by Juliet Gordon Low. From the wrought iron in the courtyard to the sculptures and paintings in the house, Juliet Gordon Low was a seriously talented woman. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend, Sunset.
Thank you, Papaya. Hello, my fellow travelers. It's me again, Sunset. I loved our trip to Savannah. We had so many adventures on this trip. One of my favorite evenings was the night we went to a famous restaurant called the Pink House. There is so much history there, and it is thought to be haunted, though none of us saw or heard anything haunted. This was the night we got the most dressed up. It was really perfect because we had just had our etiquette training the night before, and we got to use what we had learned at a fine dining establishment. This was by far our favorite meal of the trip. After dinner, we went on a haunted trolley tour called Grave Stars and Ghost Stones. Don't worry, it wasn't scary at all, but it was fun to hear the history of Savannah from the perspective of it being haunted. Another favorite part of our trip was the carriage ride. We actually didn't plan this before we arrived and decided to book this while we were in town. We all loved this tour, and our tour guide, aka driver, was really funny. We were laughing for at least half of our trip. He took us down the most beautiful street in Savannah. It was gorgeous. I'm really glad we added this improv trip to our schedule. It also allowed us to go back to the city market where we boarded the carriage, and some of us went back into the Savannah Candy Kitchen for another treat. I don't think we've mentioned this, but we earned spending money by selling cookies. So we had a few dollars to spend on candy and other little souvenirs we wanted to buy. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Coconut. Coconut?
Okay, sorry about that, Sunset. Thank you, Sunset. Hello, my fellow travelers. It's me again, Coconut. One of my favorite parts of our trip was the riverboat tour. This wasn't originally on our itinerary, and boy, am I sure glad we added it. It was amazing. First, we all loaded on the boat at noon, so it was lunchtime. We went into a fancy dining room that looked a lot like a fancy cruise ship. They seated us and they took our drink orders. After that, we got to go to a full buffet with lots of local foods. Fried chicken, collard greens, shrimp and grits, and so much more. They also had foods everyone likes, like mac and cheese. Everyone was happy and full. After lunch, we went to the upstairs deck as the boat took off to sail down the Savannah River towards the ocean. This was a 1-hour tour in addition to the 1-hour lunch we enjoyed. It was terrific. We enjoyed the views and the time together to just hang out and have fun. Another super fun part of our trip was our tour and visit to Savannah Square Pops. There, we learned all about their operation, how they make their square pops, and we even got to help make a batch of popsicles. We got to taste 2 different types of pops, and the owners were so nice. The popsicles were more refreshing than sweet, and they were made with all natural ingredients. A great way to cool down on an extra hot day. We even ran into a Daisy Girl Scout who was so excited to meet older Girl Scouts all the way from California. She was so cute. We did go to the famous Pirate House restaurant, a staple in Savannah, and we were really underwhelmed. Not a favorite part of our adventure by any means. However, they have a good gift shop if you feel the need to go there. They also have patches. We loved the Riverwalk area. There were shops and so much activity next to the Savannah River and right across from South Carolina. I'm really glad we took this picture together. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Temmie. Temmie?
Coconut, I just got a message from Temmie and her Wi-Fi is not working. Can you please cover her part, please?
Yeah, of course. Okay, one of my favorite parts of our trip was our trip and tour out to Tybee Island. This was our one and only day outside of the city of Savannah. We were picked up at 9 a.m. and headed out to Tybee Island, 30 miles outside of Savannah. We stopped at a fruit stand along the way and picked up Georgia peaches. We then proceeded to Tybee Island, where we stopped to take the obligatory picture by the official island sign. Then we went to the marina to board a boat and go on a dolphin watching adventure. After our boat tour and dolphin excursion, we picked up pizza and went to the pier to have lunch. The pizza was great, and then we had ice cream. After lunch and a little seaside shopping, we decided to go swimming. The water was warm and it was the perfect afternoon. Before heading back to the hotel, we stopped at the crab shack to feed the alligators. Oh, and Avocado wrestled an alligator. Just kidding, it wasn't real. That was a really long day, but an excellent day. We then took the bus home, had dinner, and then packed to go home the next day. Okay, my Girl Scout sisters, it's time for me to wish you bon voyage and hand you off to my friend Pineapple. Thank you, Coconut. I think I need a sip of my sweet tea now that we've been in the sun all day and wrestled alligators. How's everyone doing? Give me a thumbs up if you loved earning your travel badge and learning about the birthplace of the founder of Girl Scouts. Me too. I had such a fun time with all of you today, reliving our travel to Savannah. I really think it's something every Girl Scout should do in her lifetime. It's a really special experience. Now it's time to do our closing song. Before we start, I'd like to say a final bon voyage to all of you. So go ahead and unmute yourself and let's sing it together.
Hot.
Making friends, but keep me home. One is so about the other. Making friends, but keep me home. One is so about the other. Making friends, but keep me home. One is so about the other.
Thank you all for joining us today. We had a great time with all of you. Farewell, girls.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much. This was amazing.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Where are you?
Thank you.
Wait, where are you?
Turn you on.
Where are you? No, where are